think back when that CD came out, was the first time we had Jesse McCartney on the show, and here it is a couple of years later, and he's back in Atlanta. Hey.
How's it going, man?
Good to see you.
You too. How you been?
Were you driving the last time you were here? Because I'm sure you are now.
Probably. I'm 19. You mean drive? Was I had to have my license?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
We just had, just before we introduced you, that commercial for Party City, and it said, Party City is hiring right now for the holiday. So it made me think, you're 19. Now, I know you were in little kids groups from like, 8, 11 on?
Something like that, yeah.
But did you ever work at a job sort of like a Party City? Did you work a fast food restaurant?
Some summer jobs. I worked at, as a counselor at camps. I worked with my father for his business, and I did some, intern stuff when I was younger, but...
You said, enough of this!
But
I'm singing.
I was really working a lot, too. I mean, at a younger age, just even, during the summers, I was working after school, and then during my summers, I didn't really do much camp, lounging. I was working, or I was in the show.
Camp lounging.
Right.
Well, welcome back to Atlanta, and this new CD you've got out here, which I know you're pretty proud of. You wrote almost every track on it, right?
Yes, sir, every song.
So that's why it's been a while? Because it took a while to write everything?
It took, that, and, I toured the first record, for probably, it was almost, by the time I got back home, it was probably about a year of touring. And I got back in the studio, so it took a good time. The amount of time we did a lot of writing on the road, and we came back to the studio and did a lot of writing. Dory here, my guitar player, wrote every song with me, and we worked with some various writers in LA. But yeah, man, it was probably 9 or 10 months we were in the studio just writing and recording.
Now you're 19, and you've been in the business how many years would you say?
I started in community theater. I started doing amateur stuff when I was 6, 7 years old.
So you've been working pretty much your whole life.
I've been doing this a while.
And Summerland
actually, Summerland did 2 seasons, and now it's off the air.
Are you glad?
I haven't been on this show. Well, I'm glad because it gives me a lot more time now to do what I need to do, what I want to do. When I was on that show, it was brutal. I was so overwhelmed. I was shooting Monday through Friday in LA, flying somewhere Friday night, touring on the weekend, and then coming back to LA for Monday at work. And I was beat. I was really tired. And now I can do other things. I did a film at the end of last year, at the end of 2005, that just went to Cannes Film Festival, and it's, got distributed overseas. And I want to move into some more film work when I'm done with this record.
Wow.
So
what's the difference between film acting then and writing your own music? More freedom, I'm assuming, when you're writing, because it's all you, and then when you're doing the movie thing.
Yeah, obviously you're following a script and you're following someone else's writing. When you're playing a character, you're not really yourself when you're in a movie. It's totally different. You have more time usually when you're writing, when you're in the music industry. I think it's a lot more. It takes a lot more out of you, but you have a lot more time in the creative world to just really take your time and make the album.
But if you had one choice and they said you can tour around the country or you can star in an Academy Award-winning film, you could only pick one, what would it be?
No, it's a Get Lost.
Really? Paramount's looking for somebody new for Mission Impossible 4. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might fit in there.
MI4. Are they already setting up?
I don't know.
No.
Tom Cruise is now on the B list. So.
Yeah, he's been scrapped. Do you ever get stage fright?
No. I still get an anxious nervousness. Not nervousness, but I get anxious, the adrenaline starts pumping.
Is there a ritual you go through before you walk out on stage? Any superstitious kind of thing that
I'm not very superstitious,
Jesse
but
McCartney does?
We usually huddle up and say a prayer.
That's cool.
Nice.
Go on and usued pound down a Red Bull though before I go on stage.
Yes, here. Woohoo!
Decapitated bad.
Did anything ever go wrong on stage? And if so, how'd you handle it?
You always run into, there's always going to be problems at some point or another when you're performing live, just because it's a live show. We've had sound issues. We've had.
But any personal
I've had wardrobe issues. I've had
Have you?
No wardrobe malfunction.
I've had some malfunctions where my pants have come down on stage. seriously lost my drawstring that I was wearing, like drawstring pants, you know the kind of you just
Yeah.
tie.
Right.
I was doing something and I think I just like stretched too far my legs and it broke, it snapped, and my pants went. That was a while ago though.
That happens to me when I do Home Depot openings. I don't know why, for some reason. Yeah.
It's a tool belt, Steve.
It might be the tool belt. Yeah, it must be
Maybe.
down.
Too many tools.
How
So
did
do
you
you-
play that off? First, I got to know the pants down. How did you play that off?
I just pull them up, I guess. I left them down and I ran around. No, I pulled them up and
Acted like I meant that to happen.
What's awful is that it happened at the beginning of the show, so I kind of had to finish the show with that in the back of my head. Like these people just saw me in my underpants.
Oh man.
But well, you never gotta ask
That's all.
boxers or briefs.
It's strange that you ask, but boxers.
Not so much. Really.
I'm asking for everybody out there.
Yeah, just that people
People
do
need
wanna
to know.
Steve gave me that
Because the
question.
girls went crazy, I'm sure, in the audience.
Man, that was a while ago. Now we have problems on stage. We have my drummer actually a few shows ago. He was playing and he hits really hard. He's really an amazing drummer. He hit the snare and the stick went flying into the crowd. Hit some poor little kid in the face.
Oh man.
So how many lawyers do you
Yes.
have on
Exactly.
retainer?
Exactly.
So I gotta ask you. You got a girlfriend?
I do. I've had a girlfriend for a while now. Probably
Really?
had a girlfriend last time I was here, maybe 2
Really?
years. It's been almost 2 years.
But how do you have time
Maybe
for
not,
a girlfriend?
Maybe not.
How do you have time?
You
Always
kinda
time
make
for the opposite sex, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. She's doing her thing too. She's an actress and she's doing really well. She just booked a film next to John Travolta. She's playing Lucy Ewing in Dallas. They're making a film out of
What's
it.
her name?
Katie Cassidy. And
David Cassidy's daughter,
yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
that's her. And
Oh,
she's
okay.
she's doing very well for herself.